Next up at UFC Vegas 77, we have Viktoriya Dudakova taking on Istela Nunes. Why is this guy shitting on my graphics? What's wrong with this graphic?
He just said He just says a secondary graphics guy. What is your deal, man? Holy shit! He's just saying like, hey, if you guys need extra help.
Oh, holy shit. My bad. I'm used to making mistakes. I thought that's what it was. Anyway, we have Viktoriya Dudakova taking on Istela Nunes. Viktoriya Dudakova, undefeated. 6-0 in her career. She's coming back after successful knee surgery as well. She's taking on Istela Nunes, 6-4 overall, 1-4 in her last 5. She's looking for a UFC win at all costs. Istela is 0-3 in the UFC. She's having a little bit of a rough go out of it. She only has 10 MMA fights, but she does have a very long, extensive kickboxing career. She's fast. She's got solid power, incredibly versatile striking offense. If you ignore her actual MMA record and just watch her fight, you're going to see that she's dangerous. She's live in pretty much every fight. And while her striking is dangerous, her grappling does need a little bit of work. She's coming off that loss to Yasmin Yaroui, where we mentioned earlier she did have a knockdown to start that fight. She's taking on Viktoriya Dudakova, who is a very exciting fighter. She's going to come across the cage. She is going to let her hands fly. She's either going to keep striking distance, which she's done, or she's going to work in some grappling. Her striking is clean. It's powerful. Her BJJ is slick. You're going to find tape of her shooting blast doubles as well as defending takedowns and firing away. She's impressive for somebody only 6-0 in her MMA career. And if she's built the right way, she can be a big deal. I'm very high on Viktoriya in this fight. Just a few weeks ago, we had Ivana Petrovic. She was a huge bust. She was a huge bust. On paper, they seem similar, but they're not similar. Ivana was a jiu-jitsu nerd fighting an actual UFC veteran that had some solid fights under her belt. Viktoriya is fighting Istela, who's basically just a kickboxer in an MMA cage. I think Viktoriya can get this to the ground. I think Viktoriya can finish this fight. Viktoriya has proven to be tough. She's proven to have gas. I think she can absolutely be the real deal here. I love her. I liked her at -250. I love her at -204. I think she wins this fight. Jacob's going to tell you otherwise. I'll tell you right now, she's one of my most confident picks on a sketchy-ass card. Go ahead.
Can I have your promise that you're not going to interrupt me? Because I didn't interrupt you. I didn't say a word. He won't make that promise.
Go ahead.
Listen here, guys. Please. I just want to make sure that they understand that this is not a joke. This is not anything of that sort. This is a serious matter, and this is a serious fight, and we want to have a serious conversation about this fight. What I need everyone to do is watch Vic. I'll call her Vic. In her fights, just watch Vic, especially that Contender Series fight. And I know at the end of the second round she blew out her knee, so that is what it's got to take down the third round with a blown out knee. Very impressive. I will give her that. But just kind of really watch her and watch some of those takedowns that she's getting on people, and then watch the striking that Angelo's saying is clean and powerful, and then watch Istela Nunes. Okay, because Istela Nunes is a two-time Muay Thai champion, record of 50-4 in Muay Thai, and you see the takedown defense improving every single fight against Ariana Carnelossi. Some good takedown defenses early in that fight. Eventually was worn down, but she's getting worn down, and she does get tired later in the fight. Talking about Istela here. But she is getting worn down because she is just beating the absolute fuck out of these girls for like 7-8 minutes, and they will not go down. Ariana Carnelossi is a very, very tough, durable girl. I mean, Istela is just lighting her ass up, and then eventually gets tired, and then she starts getting taken down, then she gets submitted. Against Sam Hughes, she won that fight. She got a point deducted, and then it was a majority draw. She won that fight, and she got tired after beating the absolute fuck out of Sam Hughes for 5, 7, 8, 9 minutes of that fight. Sam Hughes just a heavy bag, and Istela was defending takedowns absolutely fine early on in that fight. Against Yasmin, defended a couple takedowns as well. Dropped Yasmin, but you see the improvements every single fight. Yes, she is 6-4, but she could easily be be 9-1 and a girl in this division because her striking is fast. She is light on her feet. It's going to be the footwork, the circling out, and the power shots landed on this girl, Vic, that is going to put her the fuck out. I love Istela Nunes in this matchup to get it done. She has good takedown defense early. Vic is not overwhelming in her wrestling, in her grappling. She's just kind of a lay and pray type person, even if she gets you down. But I don't see any explosive takedowns from her. Istela can defend the kind of body lock takedowns. You've seen it time and time again. Just watch the same moves, watch the Carnelossi. She is constantly, when people push her against the cage, shedding them off for the first round and a half. That is all it's going to take. Istela Nunes is going to knock this girl the fuck out.
Completely disagree. I know what he said because him and I have been fighting about this all week in text messages. I mean, I'm willing to bet you whatever amount of money you'd like to bet.
Well, you said $1,000, but you said it was straight up. I'm not doing straight up.
But if you're that confident, if you're that confident,
then give me the fucking odds. I mean, the odds move. I should take the fucking plus 400 odds because that's what she fucking opened up as. If you're so confident,
that's how betting works, idiot.
I'll give you. We'll bet 1,000 if you give me 1,750 back. I'll do that. That's odds, and those are very low odds compared to what they used to be.
No,
I'm not going to. 2-1.
No, I'm going to let the line continue to move, and we'll do it at the end of the week. You're the one insisting.
No, it's good. You don't have to. Yeah, we get it. Okay. We all get it.
Sure.
We all get it.
So, Jacob, how much money will you be betting on her through the bookies with your plus 174 odds?
It's going to be a lot. Tune in for that live stream. This one is going to be a lot of fun.
I assume it's thousands. Why do we have to wait for the live stream?
It's going to be a lot of fun because that's what we do for the live stream.
The line's tightening. Oh, okay. Surprised you don't have thousands of dollars on it right now.
And by the way, that last fight against Yasmin was like that was a like an early stop, and she was just on her back and was like covering up and was defending shots and looking at her. And Keith Peters was like, stop, because she was like, what the fuck are you doing? Why'd you stop the fight? She'd get dropped, but I mean, her striking is terrible.
Okay, should be fun to watch. Hey, you know what I did buy? People keep talking about shoeies. Have you seen those? I'm like turning into a college kid all over again. Have you seen those
More
Kraken
tribals.
things?
Get on the neck. Get the snake around coming up there.
Have you seen the Kraken things on TikTok?
No.
It's like a shotgun device. You like click it into your beer and just.
Oh yeah, I actually saw one of those today. Yeah. But a guy did it with a fucking Sprite, with like a 16-ounce Sprite.
And he didn't burp.
I know, he was like, but I mean, that video stopped pretty quick. He was like, tune in for the next one. And then it just shut off.
Like, how did you do that? Anyway, I bought 2 of those because fuck it. I actually bought them because I'm like, Jacob and I, because it's not messy. Like, I'm not going to shotgun a beer in my office. I live in a house. Like, this isn't a basement. But if I figure out how to use this thing.
You could have.
I didn't go
live
in
in a
on
house.
you.
This isn't an apartment.
I didn't go in on you. You're my friend.
I was kind of wishing you would.
Oh, I wasn't going to do that. I looked you right in the eyes and thought about it big time, but I didn't. Anyway, I was like,
instead you threw Joey T under the bus.
No, but he has got the tarp.
Oh no, it's a sheet. It's a sheet.
It's ironed.
And that's a 80 thread count sheet.
It's just see-through. It's a sheer sandpapery sheet. Anyway, I bought 2 of those because I was like, I'll give one to Jacob, and we started arguing about this shit. We could do one of those or something. I'm turning into a college kid. We played beer pong at my house last weekend. I'm Benjamin Button. I'm aging in reverse.
How much do you have on Vic?
She's in the safety parlay. So,
because you
think $100.
Yeah, so you kind of said that he was one of your most confident picks, so I just curious.
Yeah, I bet a couple $100 a weekend tops, like a human, like a person, unlike you, 1,800, like 2,000. Anyway, become a premium member. You can see the other half of that safety parlay. Now you probably don't want it because you don't think she's going to win, but I'm telling you, I'm very, very confident in her.
It's a lock.
The other half of this, she's my lock of the week. Ooh, funny video.
Guess what? Lawsuit coming your way, buddy. I've been waiting for that. Let's go.
of the second Guido. The second Guido on YouTube that you're going to attack for saying lock of the week. Fucking Muppet bitch. Anyway, we on Picks.com. It's only $10 a month. You can unlock everything, including the safety parlay, which I promise you will get back on track. And this is the fight to do it. This is the fight to do it.
Yeah, I promise you the lock of the week can get back on track, and this might be the fight to do it.
Here's the beauty of it, it's not only her last performance. You can't base somebody's entire career off their last performance. If that were the case, then Robbie Lawler, based off of his last performance, was going to get knocked out by Nico Price. Can't do that, pal. Can't do that, pal.
Just watch your fights. That's all I ask.
I did. You just made it up. Anyway, fuck off.
I don't